On Tuesday of this week, Donald Trump forced Jeff Sessions, the Attorney General of the United States, to come out and talk to the American public and let them know that they're potentially going to end the DACA program, the Dreamers program, which would lead to the deportation of more than 800,000 immigrant children that have been living in the United States since at least the year 2007. They have 6 months, is what a very giddy Jeff Sessions explained to us at the podium on Tuesday. They have 6 months and then we're going to revisit the program. But later on in the day, White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders came out and made things a little bit more clear for the American public. Because when she was pressed by CNN's Jim Acosta about what that means, that 6 months they're going to revisit it, Sarah Huckabee Sanders explained it this way. She said, look, there's lots of big things we need to do with immigration, not just a tweak here or there, but big reforms. And obviously Donald Trump's border wall is a big part of that. And so the president is kind of hoping to use DACA to work with Republicans and Democrats who want to save the program to get funding for his border wall. So in a not so roundabout way, Sarah Huckabee Sanders admitted that Donald Trump is using these 800,000 immigrant children as bargaining chips against Republicans and Democrats in order to get funding he needs for his border wall. Now, we understand that in American politics, things get dirty. And there's always this kind of quid pro quo, tit for tat type thing. We've seen funding withheld from one project because one group wants to get funding for theirs and they won't vote for it unless, flops and whatever. This one's a little different though, because we're talking about the immediate deportation of people here in the United States. People who came over with their parents. They had no choice in the matter. And now, after living in the United States for at least 10 years, contributing, going to college, paying their taxes, joining the U.S. military, we're going to ship them back because Donald Trump is pissy about the funding for his border wall. And maybe we won't ship them all back at once. Maybe we'll ship over 10,000. Maybe he'll do that to throw a little, urgency into these border wall funding negotiations with Republicans and Democrats. Watch them get anxious as he just deports groups here and groups there to show that he's not playing around. He is holding these children and these young adults hostage so that he can get the funding that he wants for that border wall. A wall which, again, won't do a single thing to stop illegal immigration into the United States. I don't know if Donald Trump realizes this, but we do have walls up over a lot of the border. And it doesn't even slow people down if they're really determined to get into the United States. It just doesn't. Most of these people who are over here under the DACA have not committed any crimes. They have not been implicated in any crimes. They've done nothing other than come over here with their parents without a choice and then contribute to U.S. society, to our economy, to our taxes, to our schools. And Donald Trump wants to send them away for no other reason than to pander to his alt-right base and get the funding that he wants for his border wall. And the Democrats and Republicans, all of whom did not want to see this program end, are now stuck between a rock and a hard place because we know the Republicans are going to cower to Trump. They're going to give him the money that he wants if they can, but the Democrats, they don't want to see these people deported, but at the same time, they don't want to fund the border wall. So it puts them in a horrible position to have to negotiate with this president who's acting more like a terrorist at this point because he wants that border wall so bad that he's willing to destroy the lives of 800,000 people who have been in this country for more than a decade just to get his way. If you're thinking about subscribing to our channel, I strongly encourage you to do that. But if you're not thinking about subscribing, I would encourage you to start thinking about it, and then once you're thinking about it, actually go and do it. You can see the subscribe button right there on the screen, or if you're watching on a different platform, go to youtube.com/theringofFire.